You are a B2B service-based business owner and you are looking to gain more clients, create more impact and more revenue in your business. Tune in to Amplify Your Marketing Message with Christine Campbell-Rappin. Every week, we're going to take you through how to build an audience of buyers, mastering your marketing message, and making offers that convert consistently. We'll see you all on the inside. Welcome back, everybody. I want to talk to you today about something that was a lightning rod to my immediate network. I had sent out a newsletter, which I do at least 3 times a week, and I asked this question: are you willing? And boy, did I get a lot of response to that question. And I want to ask you this question today. So we're going to dive right into the deep end of a very uncomfortable conversation that will either set you free or be the 2x4 that you might just need to get out of your own damn way. Welcome to Amplify Your Marketing Message. I am your host, Christine Campbell-Rappin, and I am a B2B business mentor. I help business owners just like you build their business empire. In particular, I help them lay the foundations for repeatable success. And I will tell you that with 100% certainty, your next buyer is searching for you right now, in this very second. And if you are not being found and you are struggling with cash flow and you are struggling, and it's been a while since you have had a client come into your business and saying, heck yes, where do I sign up? Here is my credit card. Then you need this episode more than ever. I think there are so many business owners out there, especially in the service, heart-based, woo world of entrepreneurship, that create a business to save the world. And it sounds like a really, really good idea. I'm going to create something that has value. It's going to be bigger than me. I want to live a living legacy and I want to save the world. Sound like you? Well, here's the thing you need to hear. The world is awesome. It is full with so many incredible creatives that are here to save the world. And yet the problems we face still exist. And truthfully, if we really wanted to be saved, we would be saved because there are so many people out there offering that alternative. The truth is, the world does not want to be saved. And instead of trying to save the world, I want you to save yourself. Oh, yeah, lightning rod right across the bow here. You've got to save yourself. And if you want to make a difference and you want to be successful in business and you want to be here in 2025 and beyond, wake up and save yourself. And that goes back to the question, are you willing? And truthfully, many of you are not. And I know because I see it every single day. You're not willing to do what is required in order to create business success. You are not willing to stand on your opinion and be public about it because you're trying to serve and satisfy everybody and you're living in no man's land. You are not willing to let your pride go and see that you need support and is a smart investment to bet on. You are not willing to change what you're doing, and so you keep doing things that are not serving you and expecting different results. Hello, definition of insanity. You are not willing to let go of the past version of you, the one who was imperfect and a work in progress and stepped on stones to get to where you are and embrace the future version of all that you could be. And I want to know why. Seriously, I want to know why. Why are you so focused on trying to save the world that you are unwilling, unable, not committed to saving yourself? I will tell you this. Having worked with more than 400 businesses to create $1 billion in revenue, every single business that survives does so because the founder says, I need to do this for me. I need to be willing. And so I want you to ask yourself, this is the time of year of great reflection. What are you willing and unwilling to do? Because I promised you at the very outset, this will either set you free and stop you from hitting your head against the wall of insanity and be the final break in that breakthrough that gets you out of your own way. Because I said it and I will say it again. Every business owner I know, myself included, had to get crystal clear on what I was willing to do. And it is my commitment to the willingness to be a work in progress that helps my business to thrive in any economy. And so let me take you through the things that you need to get willing on, because you need to get your head out of your butt, my friend, if you really, truly want this. Because it is not up to me, not up to someone else, not up to a unicorn, the perfect star alignment, the perfect whatever, to be the thing that motivates you. You are breathing. You need to be self-motivated. There is a purpose to your life. And I help people exercise that purpose through the vehicle of business to create the changes in themselves first before they will ever lead the changes to a client, to a vendor, to an advocate. And that is why leadership and ownership is one of the core foundations I take every client through when they're working with me directly. The first thing you need to be willing to do is make a damn decision. And here's the catch. Decisions do not get less as your business grows. In fact, the risks become higher, you become a better decision maker, and truthfully, you build this innate confidence, certainty that I can navigate whatever comes my way. And truthfully, that is the biggest ripple I see when clients graduate and spend significant time in our programs. Yes, they come to get clients. They want to know how to build a client growth engine, and we deliver that. We walk you through the 5 foundations you need to create a stable, thriving business that's beautifully boring, that leads to that business empire. But the biggest echo is the certainty that you can make a decision. And that is why it does not have to be as complicated as you're making it, because there are no perfect decisions. There are no perfect data sets. There is simply your innate ability that says, I will decide and get knowledge. I will make a different decision, and I will make a decision and make it right. And I will learn and I will move, and movement is the key to momentum. So you must be willing to decide what you want, decide what you're willing to do, decide how you show up. Decide that this is non-negotiable because you are driven, because you want it, not because you're waiting to be inspired by it. The second thing is that you have to get willing to be honest with the reflection in the mirror. What are you doing? What are you not doing? What do you want? What do you not want? What are the facts as you see it in the mirror? One of the best pieces of advice I was ever given, and I was gifted it early in my life by my parents, is that at the end of the day, only you get to look in the mirror and know if you showed up as your best version. You don't have to seek gold stars from other people. You don't have to contort yourself to be in someone else's version of you. You do you. and you do you with your maker. And so at the end of every day of my life, since that lesson back when I was just a teenager, I get honest with myself and I call them conversations with God and say, did I show up today? Am I honest with my values? Did I live them? Did I treat people with kindness? Did I solve problems? And did I make decisions and follow through with the very best of my abilities? And that doesn't always mean a universal heck yes. I mean, let's just be clear. If you are always delivering to your standard is not high enough. Oh, there's another lightning rod across the bow. But you need to be willing to get honest. What do you want? It's not enough to save the world. You have to save yourself. You have to want to save yourself. And that means you're going to have to be willing to do the work, which is the third thing. You must be willing to do the work, which means you have to recognize that your direct actions, your input, are what drives the outputs, the results. And if you are not getting the results you want, doing more of the same inputs is insane. Please stop it. I want you to get honest about doing the work, which leads to the fourth willingness, which is the willingness to drop your ego and say, I don't know how to do something yet. I'm not creating the results I want yet. I need some support to get to the other side and bridge that, which means I'm prepared to invest in myself to get the help I need, because it is important enough to me to be willing to be imperfect, a work in progress, somebody who is in the middle of greatness in the making. And so you have to put your ego aside. There is not a single business owner I know that got there solo, even as a solopreneur. There isn't a single person that started this business journey thinking, I know everything I'm going to need to ever know about business. I'm going to be able to 100% of the time predict what people will do. Not a chance. People are erratic, and you are in business. So you are in a business surrounded by people, which means you're going to have a lot of, wow, how fascinating. I did not see that coming in the world of business, which means you have to let your ego go. You have to simply recognize you're in progress. And you must be willing to do what is required in order to get what you want. It doesn't work the other way around, my friends. It isn't, I get to do whatever I want. When you don't have success, momentum, cash flow, and clients, you must do what's required. And I will tell you, there's a whole bunch of not willingness to do what's required. And then you wonder and you get bought into the sky is falling. It's so hard. People are broke. Nobody wants my stuff. BS. There is a client right now who will buy what you have to offer. The challenge is that you're not willing to get vulnerable, make a decision, get honest, put your ego aside, and do the work. The final thing you need to be willing is you need to be willing to believe in your capability. 100% recognizing you are in progress, not fully developed. But that means you have to let go of the past. Take the lessons from it and stop being defined by any gap you see when you look in that mirror of honesty. That's why what is so valuable about a mentor is that I will hold your vision of the future that is possible. When we do what's required, we make decisions, we drop our egos, we get honest, and we decide, heck no, I am not going to wish this to happen. I'm going to make it happen. And that means that you need somebody who helps you build belief. And belief is one of the most fascinating things because your brain is amazing. It doesn't know what's physically real and what's imaginary, and so you've got to simply believe. You can borrow belief from a mentor. You can borrow belief in me. And I have to tell this to clients all the time when we are in a stage of making a discussion around working with us, and I ask those fateful questions. Do you want me to make you an offer? We will have to make a decision about this. And the decision is, I am betting on you, not your business idea, because I know how to build a business. You do not, or you wouldn't need me. I believe in you. And you're going to have to trust me to hold my hand and wobble, and I will hold the vision for you. And you can borrow my belief. And that is exactly what's happening when an offer is in negotiation. The client, the potential prospect, is saying, I trust you to hold the vision for me. And I want to borrow your confidence because my belief is infantile. It is just starting to germinate. It is going to have oxygen and it will breathe and grow and step into the light. But my friends, that's a journey of movement. You can't just want it and hope it happens. Oh, for the love of Lord, everything. You cannot simply hope. Hope is not a strategy when you have not satisfied the hierarchy of basic needs. And you notice what all these willingness factors are? Basic tenements. So let me recap where we're at. Because I can feel you hyperventilating. I can feel you going, wow, that's a 2x4. You're welcome. I want you to win. I want you to willingly step into the arena and be willing to save yourself. I tell people all the time, I am here to hold your vision. I'm here to help you amplify your message. I'm here to help you find clients predictably. I want you to save yourself because you are the engine and I am a fuel source. You can't see growth if you're unwilling to leave the shore. So let me ask you again, what are you willing to do? And I would bet my bottom dollar that you're having the same response I had to everybody who saw that email from me. Because boy, did it create a lot of stirring of the pot. And I'm asking you, be willing to make a decision. Be willing to get honest. Be willing to put your ego aside and get help. Say, I am going to evolve and I am willing to bet on myself and I'm willing to be a work in progress and I'm willing to make mistakes and I'm willing to use the stepping stones to get me through to the other side of the storm. I'm willing to change the inputs and I'm willing to listen to feedback and I'm willing to find my blind spots because I want different results. I'm willing to do what is required in order to have what I want, not the other way around. And I am willing to believe in the version that I am becoming. Because when I save myself, I have self-leadership. And leadership is what your clients are looking for. It's what the world needs. You must first lead yourself before you will ever lead a client to a successful result. You must lead yourself in order for other people to want to refer business to you. You have to lead yourself in order for people to say, I want to be in that energy. I want to have what she's doing. I want to be surrounded by the commitment to, heck, yes, my dreams matter. So the thing I want to know is, are you willing to want it for yourself unapologetically? And if so, my friends, it is go time. If you are not celebrating an epic year of success, you are in the wrong spaces. You are not on the pathway to a better tomorrow. So change lanes, put on your turning signal. That's what this episode is. It is a lane changing turning signal. And my invitation to you is this. If you are willing, then you should be willing to take the risk, which is the smallest risk you're going to take today. Google me. ChristineCampbellRappin.com is where you'll find me. And we need to have a conversation about getting you moving. I will be your oxygen. You must be the spark. And when you make a decision, get honest, let go of your ego, change your inputs, do what's required, and believe in the best version of yourself, you will change the world. Because when you are changing yourself, you cast innate ripples. And the people who need you will find you. And the people who do not need you, let them go. They're not dependent on you, and you are not dependent on them. I have 100% certainty your next buyer is looking for you. Be willing to be found. Be willing to guide. Be willing to lead. Be willing. So let me ask you, if you are willing, let's have a conversation. I am ChristineCampbellRappin.com. Can't wait to have you come into my life and say, Christine, I am willing. And I will link arms with you and say, I'm willing too. Let's do this. I will see you on the inside. That's a wrap on another amazing episode of Amplify Your Marketing Message with me, your host, Christine Campbell-Rappin. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss another great episode. And be sure to visit ChristineCampbellRappin.com/podcast to get a free resource on how to master your marketing message. We'll see you all on our next episode.